Out here at Silver Lake Sunday morning. The runners just left the park. We did a long run today. Ran from Silver Lake down Victory Boulevard to Bay Street. Bay Street to the water. We ran alongside the water down Bay Street all the way to Highland Boulevard. We made the right turn. We got back onto Bay Street. They ran to the Verrazano Bridge to Capodanno Boulevard. We went all the way to South End, where they have the Dolphins. And then from there they turned around and came back. Good 5-mile run. Christy Emilion came out and came back to the camp and kind of blessed us with her presence. She's one of the best 5K runners in the NCAA. So she came back and blessed us with her presence. And it makes a big deal when somebody comes back and the other runners that are trying to achieve get to see her, get to train with her, get to talk to her, so they know that, maybe one day they could be in her shoes and she could rub off on them. But she has a high level of commitment. She has a high level of concentration, focus, dedication. She has a great love and desire for the sport of distance running. I'm pretty sure, I can't say for a fact, but I'm pretty positive that she's the fastest at 5K in Staten Island history. She ran 15:41. So if anybody can tell me wrong, let me know. Other than I'm just reflecting out here just to see kids that have that ridiculous commitment to come out here on a Sunday morning, let everybody sleep 8 in the morning, and get up after everybody partied and go out on a long run and just give their time every day to something, because you got to kind of give up a lot just to achieve one thing, and that goes to everybody out there. It's the way God made it. You can't have everything in this world. You can't share loves. So if you want to be great at anything, you got to give up. That's the way it is. So today was a blessing to have Christine Million out here doing a long run with us. And just practice is over. Everybody left. I'm in the park, Silver Lake, as you can see. Beautiful terrain early in the morning. I'm just sitting back, reflecting. I think about my years of commitment. What's up, Tanya? I see you out there. I started at 13 and I learned how to train. I was inspired and taught Michael Martinez, my father-in-law. He was a dude that really pushed me. He made me face my fear at times, and that's how, from that point on, my mindset as a runner was to be a killer. And I always ran that. I always ran that way. I didn't run to see how long I could run, how many years I could stay in shape. I didn't run just so I could be like, I ran the marathon or none of that. I ran to go in to check my gut. I ran to test my will. I ran to see how fast I could go. And I failed over and over. Plenty of times I failed, trust me. Had a lot of disappointment. But the disappointment in my belly turning around made me who I was. I coach today with that same fire. Let down is a great thing. Disappointment is a great thing. I know everybody looks at it like, oh, I'm disappointed, but these are the qualities of life that make men, that make people, that make kids. The things, the intangible things that these kids are going to take from running is better than any trophy, any tangible things they could ever touch. The car, the trophies, the medals, the certificates, meaningless things. The intangible things like commitment and desire, the things that you're going to take into your job. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about them intangible things that we need to work for, that we need to learn about. Because I'm going to let you know, the tangible things, you could grab it, you could pick that trophy up, but you have to grasp the intangible. You have to understand it in your person. It has to become part of your makeup. How you learn those things is to take yourself and press yourself up against things. Failure, the tip of quitting, the tip right there at the very threshold of your breakdown. That's where you're made. When you love somebody in a relationship and that relationship fails. It's better to love and lost it so that you could understand what love was. And that principle goes even in training for all you people out there that want to work hard, that want to build character, that want to build muscle. You got to build mental muscle. Mental muscle. That's what I'm talking about. Talking about those things that your inner man, not this physical life. Don't live in this physical realm if you ain't living first in your inner man. That's where it starts here. This is where training starts. This is where belief starts. To believe and to trust in your training and your coach and to people that are teaching you. One thing I want to say is that I said today that you really need to learn to trust your trainer. And the other thing is, understanding cries out where the roads meet. This is what I told the runners today when the run was over. Because Christina Milian had explained to them, she said, the pace wasn't smooth. It went out too fast, and then it kind of was hurting. And she's a very disciplined runner, but she let them set the tone. She was like, she came in, she was welcome, but she came into somebody else's training group, and she respected. So she let them set the tone, and they ran a 6:08 second mile. And that mile right there kind of dampened everybody for the rest of the run. She continued at that pace because she's experienced, and she's just a killer runner. So that's what she did. So at the end of the day, when she sat there and talked to them, she spoke to them about the consistency of their run, learning about themselves. So that was very valuable information to them. So I told them, understanding cries out where the roads meet. So I teach them certain disciplines and certain things they need to do to get through a run. And when they come face to face with the things that I taught them when I'm not around, those are the things right there that they need to learn. That's where understanding cries out where the roads meet. And I told them, you got two things. You're either going to listen to understanding, or you're going to continue to go down that path the way you want to do it. When you go down that path the way you want to do it, you're going to find out that you're going to fail at that point. But if you listen to understanding, then you're going to be a prudent person. You're going to be prudent in your endeavors. You're not going to go backwards. You might slow down at times, but you're always going to go forward. So what I'm speaking about is the principles of life. And right here in practice in the camp. People say, well, what is the camp? I say the camp is a mentality. It's a brotherhood. It's a working out. It's a failure. It's the breakdown of who you are to become something different. The camp is unseen because each person that's in the camp knows what they leave with. And they know their fiber. That you can only get here at the camp. You can't get this nowhere. I'm going to keep it real with you. I don't care about any other people doing what they do. You can't do it like us. It can't happen. Because this is unique. This is unique. This is just not a physical thing. This is just not push-ups or pull-ups. This right here is a spiritual experience. And each runner and each person, when they see each other, whatever era they ever came out of the camp, they will embrace each other automatically. They will want to help the young ones coming in. They want to. They have to. They will want to give them some words of wisdom because of what they got out of the camp. And you know what? Did I start that? Did Clinton start that? Did Bob Andrews start that? Nothing. Everything starts with the Lord. I would be nothing without him. Everything I know came before me. I learned from my high school coach, Steve Zaccarello. I learned from Mr. Paterzo, my football coach, Coach Schick, Mr. McIntyre, my mother, my father. But everything was before them. The word itself. Think about that. The word itself, period, was before all of us. So for one thing, be a respecter of God and bow down and give that respect because that's where it all comes from. Everything is understood through his creation. We put it into our being. We learn to be. That's where character comes from. When a competitor is a winner, he might say, I did this, I did this, I did this. You're going to die, my dude. You're nothing but dirt. I always say that's my favorite saying. You're nothing but the dirt. Respect that. But when you can understand these things and walk upright and not be cocky, but be humble Humility's not, I could be mad loud, I could talk smack and still be humble. Humility is something that's in a man's heart. Humility is in a man's heart. You could talk loud, you could be bold, you could be a speaker, but humility is to know who God is. If you know who God is, you're a humble man. If you think that you are that, whatever that is, you're not a humble man. You're a man that think you're more than what you are. What up, Gano? What's the deal, my dude? I'm out here after my runners run, just trying to kick a little. I'm reflecting right now, just reflecting on some major things. So it's a beautiful thing, man, that the Lord was able to bless me to be able to work with the youth, to be able to impart to them things that I learned that somebody imparted to me, because I'm nothing. I learned from somebody else. Somebody else took the time to say, listen, Vinny Giles, you could be a great runner. Vinny Giles, you could do this. Vinny Giles, you a strong man. When I was weak, I'm still weak. Listen, if I didn't have yous out there, Gano, Tanya, Nay, Coach Oliver, if I didn't have everybody, who would I be? Because in my bad times, you were there for me. You celebrated with my 50th birthday. That was crazy. So I'm talking about relationship, people. I'm talking about relationships. So here in the camp, we have relationships with our runners. We teach, we build character. So, you know, I think about runners like Tanya. She's one of the first, she is the first female to ever train here at the camp. And her character is crazy. Her character is crazy. Her character was crazy then when I put her to the test. I don't even train runners as hard as I trained her. I put tears in that girl's eyes. I put tears. I had tears running down. I told her to get out of my face. You're not sick. You can't roll. You ain't got no heart. You don't got gut. She never, ever took that. She was like, nah. I'm coming back. I'm going to do another one. I'm going to give you a quick story about her. She had to do 3-mile repeats at like 5:30 something, which is crazy hard when you're only taking a 200-meter rest. So she runs the first one like 5:36. Second one, she gets on the line. She's thinking. Her mind is like, oh my God, another one. So she runs 6:02. She runs 6:02. I'm like, get off the track. You talk smack. You say you want to be a national champ. You want to run a state meet. Get out of here. You don't want to run a state meet. You didn't run a 5-something. Oh, I don't want to leave, coach. I don't want to leave. I could do it. I could do it. All right, if you don't do it, I'm not working with you no more. She gets on that track. She runs the last one at 5:34. She proved to me that she wanted it. But the only reason she ran the second one at 6:02 because she had that doubt. If you could run the last one that fast, you could have run the second one that fast. So a coach, is up to me to notice that weakness and pull that out of her, so that weakness won't exist. And what it replace that will be confidence. She'll stand on that. She'll race on that. She'll check herself. And listen, you apply that in life, because sometimes there's times we don't have confidence. We want to quit, but we got to keep pressing, man. Listen, I couldn't keep pressing if I didn't believe in God, period. Why would I press? Why would I want to live another step living in this crazy world? Period. So listen, it's just a blessing to be able to break bread with you, my people, early in the morning. Even though you can't talk back to me, I got to talk to you. I got to see some of you come in, man. I appreciate your time. I appreciate just being friends with people, just being able to connect. Even my enemies, trust me, my enemies made me. Don't ever think that your enemies are not there for a purpose. I'm taking everything captive. I'm not letting nothing go by. I'm taking everything captive. Even my enemies build certain things in me. You know what? My enemy might be there to humble me. Somebody might come and check me because I need to be humble. And that'll be a blessing from the Lord, man. Sometimes when you're the least, that's when you're going to be the greatest. Think about that. When you are the least, that's when you will be the greatest. Man's kingdom, everything you have, high rises, all this stuff, the Rothschilds, they got money, whatever. At the end of that day, man, they're going to weep and gnash their teeth because the Lord God is not happy with that. He wants to see us serve and love one another, not be better than one another. So take that in. It's a blessing and peace. And everybody have a great day. I'm out.